Hi everyone, this is A.R.A. Productions and welcome to System Test 18. We have a couple of new things on the system. So I guess let's start off by showing you what we have. So I do want to just say most of the devices on the system are relatively the same, but there are additions. So we still have the Firelight BG12 as our primary pull station here. Replacing the Spectral Alert Classic, I have a Wheelock MT24 LSM. Still have the 2451 direct wire smoke detector here. Same panel. Still have the 2099 simplex key station. Coming over here, we still have the system sensor. Shoot, I just fell. Still have the system sensor SR remote strobe advance, and the ESL Interlogix 711U smoke detector head on the 701U base. But we do have an addition over here. So you see this wire that's coming over here. Well, this actually goes to my releasing system. I now have a demo agent release system. So let me go into some details about it. So for my releasing panel, this is a Kita Scorpio fire alarm and fire suppression panel. It's a very small panel. It has a decent amount of features. It has 2 alarm relays. It has trouble relay, supervision, abort, 2 detectors, 24 volts constant output, and then the releasing circuit. It has a lot for how small the panel it is. It's very similar to the mini scan panels. It is essentially, if I were to put it into terms, it is like nothing more than a Firelight MS2, but with suppression. So coming down here, we have a Notifier NBG12 LRA. This is a first generation model. Doesn't even say Notifier Fire Systems, just says Notifier on it. I got 2 of these from one of my co-workers who used to do suppression. So thank you to Lewis for giving these to me. Well, selling them to me. Over here for our first smoke detector, we have a 2451. And then next to it, we have a 2151. And this one doesn't have a resistor on it, but one of them does. I think it's this one. This panel actually, it does do 24 volts output, but the battery backup actually only requires 24 volts DC and then a 1.2 amp hour standby battery. So that's a special battery I have to get my hands on. And then it actually does it actually, for its resistance level, it needs 10k ohms of resistance, half watt. So as you can see, there's the resistor. And the panel just went to trouble because I couldn't see the resistor anymore. I can get the damn thing back on there. There we go. For our first signal, we have a Wheelock MT1224R remote horn. And then right here, I don't know why this is still in trouble. Silence it. Right here, we have a Wheelock MT241575, but it is a one that is labeled agent. So, but the panel is actually, I actually have the second alarm relay programmed to trip the main system. So the way that this panel works is it doesn't have a pre-discharge mode just because of how old it is. Or at least I don't believe it does. I could be wrong. So the way that it works is when you trip the first detector, it'll hit the first alarm on the relay and then whatever alarms are on the audible circuit, which would be this, and this will do a pulse, but this will just sound continuously. And then when the second detector gets tripped, it'll go into a discharge phase where this will turn on in continuous output, and then this will continue to sound, and then you have to reset it. But once the second alarm is triggered, it'll then send us a signal over to this panel of an alarm condition, and it'll say FM200 release on the panel. So it'll set off the main system. So let me get my ear protection in, and we'll give this a test. All right, we're gonna start off by activating the first detector. And I have these set up so that they're cross-zoned, which essentially means that it doesn't matter which detector you trip first. But there's a setting where you can just have them just go into discharge mode on the first activation. So we're gonna start off by activating the 2151. Now we're going to activate this, and it'll set this off, and this will go into discharge mode. Okay, so the way that this works is that since this is on an alarm relay, it can't reset until the power's cut. So I can't. It won't. This horn won't stop sounding until you reset the system, but that one will. So this system does not trip the suppression system. Where's my Allen wrench at? I probably got. Oh, here it is. So if I were to just pull it like this, it just activates the fire alarm system. But if I come over to here, let me just wait for this to finish resetting. If I trip the manual release station, it will instantly go into discharge mode, and it will then sound the rest of the building's alarm system. So, okay, just waiting for that to finish. All right, here we go. And I do have a key for this panel. It's just the lock is a little stiff, and I don't want to get it stuck. So yeah, I do hope you guys enjoy the new suppression system. I'll be testing it ever so frequently. It is going to stay connected to the main system, just because I figured it's a cool addition to have to it. I may switch some of the devices around, maybe put up a different pull station here or there, because I have a few of the suppression pulls. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the system, and thanks for watching.